He said that my parents wanted me to be a doctor. I think I'm something even better. I'm a teacher because I can change the world. One of the issues I've seen over the years is just the lack of diversity amongst the staff. There doesn't seem to be that many, there hadn't seemed to be that many in the biology field or the history fields or the administrative fields. But that's probably, it reflects the population in general. There doesn't seem to have been that many Asians visiting national parks. I would go to national parks during my summer, and I would very often be the only Asian. Even when I went to a place like Yosemite, which is in California, which is in Northern California, literally 3 hours away from San Francisco, 3 hours from Sacramento, which there's lots of Asians there, and 6 hours from Los Angeles, lots of Asians there. And I didn't see that many Asians, but over the years, I've seen more and more. And I think it's funny that once I became a ranger in the late 90s and started working more full time, I would encounter some of the same visitors at several of the different parks. I remember one family that came and encountered me at Yosemite National Park. We had a nice conversation. They were noting that, wow, you're the first Asian ranger we've met. And lo and behold, they encountered me at Yellowstone, so they were surprised. And then a few years later, they encountered me at Canyonlands, and once again, they were surprised. So I had mentioned that I'm not that concerned that I'm the only Asian. I know what I'm getting. I knew what I was getting myself into, but I love exploring, and I love exploring the country. I love meeting new people. So it doesn't bother me as an individual that I'm the only Asian. In fact, here at Agate Fossil Beds, I think I'm the only Asian person in this county. But what bothers me is hearing of all the anti-Asian sentiments that are going on in the country. I have not experienced that here in this county, but I hear of all the hatred in some of the metropolitan areas in California. Is just astounding, considering how multicultural California has been for forever, and so it is disturbing. So that's why I'm really happy that the Park Service has organized an Asian American Pacific Islander employee resource group, and it has opened my eyes too, because I didn't realize that in today's generation there's all these different rangers across all different disciplines: administrative, biology, natural resources, history, management. And it actually feels very good that there are all these Asians, whether they're Indian, Filipino, Japanese, Thai. It just runs the gamut. And it's very comforting, and it's very heartening, because it means that there are other people who look like me, who care. What I learned in school was to change that model change it from the melting pot to a bowl of salsa. You have the tomato chunks, you have the jalapeno chunks, you have the onion chunks, you have the cilantro, you have the lemon juice. You could still recognize it, and you can say, yeah, I love each of those items. But when you meld them all together, you let it sit overnight, it's a wonderful melange of flavors and experiences. We are after a career and we want to do what we want to do. We're not going to let ethnicity and race be obstacles. Employees that I've worked with, interns have had, they don't see race as an issue. They don't necessarily see it as an obstacle to anything. So I think it's a better world, and I'm glad to be in it, and I'm glad to see it. And I certainly want to help in any way to push forward with encouraging people of different ethnicities to consider, first of all, visiting national parks, but then also working for the National Park Service.